Hey guys, Peyton from the future here. I just want to say that I don't have a problem with video games. If you're the person that works hard all day and just comes home, wants to spend some time on some games just to relax, I think that's fine. But this video is for the people that spend so much time on games that it affects their sleep, it affects their mental health, and they're just so messed up from this. So if this is you, please listen to this video. I promise there's some steps that you can use to help you. This video is about video games. So if you're offended by me saying that video games are bad for you, because they are, then click off, because you're just simply not the type of person I want to watch this video. So if you play video games and you're still watching, thank you, because I understand that video games definitely one of the hardest addictions to quit for young people. Now, I was also pretty addicted to video games, especially when I was younger, because I felt like I was with this group and I could work hard to accomplish these things in the game. But you just gotta realize that it's just, these games are designed by really smart people, smarter than any of us combined, that make these games, and they're designed to addict you and make you stay there for as long as possible. So just please find better things to do, and this video is gonna help you do that. The first step to overcoming addiction is to realize that what you're doing is actually bad for you. So what we're gonna do in this video is I'm gonna cover the 3 worst things about video games, and for each of these things, I'm gonna give you an actionable step that you can follow to get better. And this will help you overcome these bad qualities of video games and replace them with good ones that will help you for the rest of your life. I promise. The first thing about video games that make them so bad for you is that they actually lower your future happiness. I want to help you overcome this addiction, so I actually did my research for this part of the video. I watched the full 3-hour plus Andrew Huberman podcast about this topic. So, he's a very smart scientist that knows a lot what he's talking about. So I'm gonna put everything he said from that podcast in this one segment of the video. So hopefully this will help you as much as I can, and I wish you luck. What you need to understand is there's this chemical inside your brain called dopamine, and when it's released, it makes you feel a sense of pleasure and accomplishment. Your body has what's called a baseline of dopamine, which is how you feel in daily life. But when you do something like smoke, drink, or play video games, your dopamine levels spike up and you feel great. Alright boys, this is the important part right here. Because when you're done with these activities, your dopamine doesn't just go back to where it was before, it actually goes down, it goes below it, and it stays there, okay? So, this is what matters to you, because after playing these video games for months and years, late into the night, all through the day, something like that, your dopamine levels have dropped so low that you're gonna start to get depressed. I know this might worry you, because it definitely worried me when I figured this out. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna give an actionable step that you're gonna follow, and you're gonna bring your dopamine from going down to bring it back up. Now, when I give this actionable step, you're not just gonna, okay, I understand, I'm gonna go back to watching the next YouTube video. You're gonna set a goal to do this tonight, or this morning, or whenever you play these games, alright? Now, what you wanna do is say, whenever you play video games, we'll just say 9 p.m., you're probably like, it's summer, you're probably up to like freaking 5 a.m. playing like Fortnite guys. But anyways, you're playing games at 9 p.m. You want to pick an activity that gives you natural dopamine, and you want to do it at this time. So 9 p.m., instead of playing Fortnite, you're going to play a guitar, you're going to draw, you're going to do a hobby, go for a walk, just whatever gives you this natural dopamine, do it instead of playing video games. Now, this might be hard because you got this habit so engraved into your mind. So at least pick 1 or 2 days a week to do this activity, and at least do it tonight. It's an actionable step. You better do it. Andrew Huberman says that when you do these natural dopamine activities, you actually have your dopamine baseline stay at where it was instead of dropping down. So I also think that if you're doing things that make you happy all the time, like playing an instrument, going for walks, you're gonna get happier because you're doing things that you actually enjoy. Now, this is the probably most obvious reason why video games are bad for you. And it's that they waste your time, because you almost always have something better to do than playing video games late into the night. So I'm not going to try and waste your time here. So the actionable step I'm going to give you is actually plan out your day so you have time to play video games. If you're watching these videos, I know that you want to do a lot of things with your life. So when you plan out the week, what it does is you can make time to work on these hard things and your goals that you want to achieve. And you can also make time to relax and play some games. Now, what I want you to do for this actionable step is just start small, and instead of planning the week, just plan out tomorrow. So make sure you leave time for some hard-working activities, but it's also crucial that you have lots of time to relax and maybe even play games. Final reason that video games are so bad for you is that as a man, they waste your masculine energy. When you play video games, you're working hard with your brothers to achieve this massive goal inside of the virtual world. Now, the reason why you're so addicted to games that no one talks about is that these games hack your brain into thinking that when you're sitting down, moving the buttons and everything, you're achieving success in real life. So that's why your brain wants you to keep playing these games. The absolute best thing to do if you're a gamer is get into a habit and a hobby that makes you feel the same way as games do. Now, just give me a second to explain this. The best habits to get into if you're a gamer are weightlifting and martial arts. Now, this is because when you like to upgrade your skills in these games, you can do that in real life when you upgrade the weight on your bench press, or you slowly improve the new technique you learned from your martial art. Now, this is how you actually put your masculine energy into real life things, and it'll make you better as a person. The actionable step, I'm not going to tell you go into the gym, bench 405. Obviously not. That's way too hard. So what you're going to do is if you want to get into weightlifting, you absolutely should. Just research any gyms in your area. Maybe call, see if you can buy a membership. You don't have to. Just check it out. Now, if you want to get into martial arts, then what you can do is maybe research it a bit, watch some YouTubers, see if it's cool, like if you like it, and just find one that you're interested in. I hope you get into one of these habits because they'll be so great for you as a gamer. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you follow all the actionable steps. If you got big balls, you do all of them. But if you got slightly smaller balls, then maybe just do one or two. So, if this helped you in any sort of way, please comment or like, because I love reading the comments. I'll make sure to respond to it, and I'll see you next time.